My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. We are here to play the Necrobinder in Gloom. Ooh, 150 gold? What would that do for me? It would be a opportunity to hit... Oh, I don't want to go 4 elite. It's too aggressive. Well, maybe. It really depends. Oh, actually... about this version. More early shop. We even get to upgrade the car before we go to the first elite. And then we cut back over to that elite line. There's also the right-hand side with a very late shop, 2 elite, 2 midline rest. No, I like this. I'll take the golden pearl for the additional 150 so that first shop is much more useful. 2 strikes away from taking down the corpse slug in front. Thank you, Ascender's Bane, for ruining my life. Having the Ascender's Bane in the deck offset it to the point that we didn't guarantee ourselves that additional strike on that turn, unfortunately. So I had to take 2 damage directly. Potion of Doom, that's handy. Severance, deal 13 damage, add a soul to draw, discard, and hand. I've never gotten to draft that early enough to really just get to use it a bunch. Quite pleased. Hell yeah. It's it and Unleash Spirit, which is the enemy loses 3 HP, shuffle 3. Oh, that's not going to be enough. Enemy loses 3 HP, shuffle 3 souls into your draw pile. It feels like only Severance and Capture Spirit are like themselves independently strong enough to allow you to then take other cards that say when you play a soul. So I'm very glad to see it. Fear. Deal 7 damage, apply 1 vulnerable. That's not a common thing to act. Actually, so, AoE. But vulnerability is not particularly easy to access in this class, so... one common source of it does seem pretty good. I just get to keep this over for a later turn, just in case. It's much easier played then than now. Fetch. Also deals 3 damage. If it's the first time you played this card this turn, draw a card. Yep, you just take that. First copy? Take that. I mean, unless something else there is ridiculous. Spirit of Ash. Whenever you play an ethereal card, gain 4 block. And Seance. Transform a card in your draw pile into a soul. Card rewards can now contain colorless cards, says the Dingy Rug. I can take Spirit of Ash. And Seance and Fear. Okay. I really did want to play the ethereal sub-theme, if I could... 1 more block from that. Probably better to get the second turn of vulnerability from Fear right now. Yucky. I didn't want to fight you. I'm gonna doom the frontliner, who now just dies at end of turn. Coward. Then I'll just keep So for a later turn. Don't need to use that soul. Yeah, being able to instantly delete one of you is nice. Very, very handy. Spirit of Ash does mean that I'll play Seance. Fear set up pretty easy lethal there. As well as helping to defend us. Seance to replace another defend. Whoop. There's the fear. Uh, 13. Sounds through that. Roll fear, play fear. Fully defended. The enemy dies to sow this turn. Block potion. Gain 13 block and tungsten rod. Whenever you lose HP, lose one less. Hell yeah. What do we think about lethality? I think it's a really, 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 really good card. But do I take melancholy instead? Add some additional block to this deck. Yeah. Osty dies a decent amount of the time. Melancholy's gonna get relatively cheap. I'm not removing Severance. I'm not removing a card I just added. I'm not removing Spirit of Ash. Alright, I'm probably gonna dodge an elite now. Hit me right in the HP. Just one rat. And Severance instantly finishes them. I like Wisp because we do have a lot of draw in this deck. Sentinel Puzzle, the first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. Upgrade to random? Yeah. Yeah, defending Seance, I'm pretty happy with that. This one will be rest. I'll then take on an elite. Depending on how that goes, we'll see whether or not we take another. Bodyguard, defend, strike, Seance through Sender's Bane, and I'll just full block with the Blockbot this turn. Fear. Unleash and a single defend. He's still vulnerable. Spirit of Ash makes Fear additionally defensive. 12 and 9 gets you to your stun breakpoint, so I don't have to defend this turn. Problem is, in 2 turns' time, you're going to do a really big hit, and I'm really not going to be prepared for that. So I need to kill you next turn, ideally. Seance through a defensive card, because I need to just draw heat. That'll do it. That's heat. Power Potion. 1 of 3 powers to your hand. Ooh, pair as well. Upon pickup, raise your max HP by 10. Love it. Sacrifice. 1 energy skill. Retain. If Osty is alive, he dies, and you gain block equal to double his max HP. What about Scourge? Or Shroud? This doesn't seem good to me. I can't then translate that block into anything. That fight went pretty well. I'll probably take the second to lead as well. Especially with the power potion, makes it a lot less intimidating. Beautiful. Grave Warden, gain 8 block, add a soul into your draw pile. Seems pretty damn good to us. Yeah. Bodyguard defend. I will power pot as well. Whenever you play a soul, summon 1. Yeah. I play a decent amount of souls in this fight. That summon's just temporary HP as well. Not going to tell you that's the turn I wanted to see. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. No damage on me. Fear. Severance. Enemy dies at the end of this turn. I'll defend and then watch you die to doom. Friendship. Lose 2 strength. Add energy at the start of your turn. Energy really does help us. Losing 2 strength. Is that okay? Only lose 1 strength after the upgrade. I feel like eventually this deck is not going to care about its strength. Scourge, drawing an additional card is pretty nice. Severance, 5 more damage. Yeah, I'm going to upgrade Severance because ideally it would be played every cycle. I don't need to retain this hand. Got to get Spirit of Ash out there, though. Oh, gotta replace Grave Warden now. Whoops. I'll play Friendship. Okay, Melancholy in this draw cycle is now a 1 cost for a decent amount of defense. And now Melancholy is free. That's right, you can despair without paying anyone. Hey, I know, it doesn't seem good until you realize you have to pay people to despair now. So, sounds a lot better in comparison, right? I really want to... Yeah, okay, good. Seance through a beacon. Aha! Now it's a good card for me. God, I want one of those powers that says, okay. Soul draws a new draw pile, then I can use this Seance to kill another one of the beacons. Drop those, because they deal their damage direct to our HP, so they bypass shield and everything. Enemy's intangible this turn, it's fine. Your real danger is the beckons, so as long as we have a way to control those... Oof. It doesn't get so bad. Got him. Nora Surge. Oh God. See, this is a So I think it's Nora Surge because the faster you play your cards, the better. The faster we can set up, the better. But Soulstorm is like, what deck wants Soulstorm more than this one? Deal 9 damage, deal 3 additional damage for each soul in your Exhaust pile. But that seems so minimal. And then Devour Life, whenever you play a soul, summon 1, upgrades to summon 2. I'll take Devour Life. I'll upgrade it as soon as I can. I'm happy about it. It's just... I recognize the other card is the one that I want to take, despite the fact that it is in almost no way related to this build. It's just glue that brings decks together. That's like Adrenaline, you know? It's like wanting to take Adrenaline over... oh, what's a good silent rare in this game at the moment? Brightest Flame. That could matter. Upgrade 4 cards, though. Yeah, you know what? Yummy cookie. Devour Life gets twice as good. Wisp retains. Friendship gets half as bad. Scourge gets twice as good because it doubles its card draw. I don't really care about the Doom. And... let's get Spirit of Ash to get a 5th block per ethereal card. There's plenty of 2 elites with 2 rests. Take this path. It's 1 elite with 3 rests, or I can choose to take 2 extra elites if I'm really cocky about it. Spirit of Ash, Scourge, and Bodyguard for as much HP as I can keep this turn. I probably can't afford to use Friendship in this fight. I don't have enough time before you try and run away. Giving up my strength is not exactly a good idea. I know that Unleash is still in the draw pile, so... out. Hang on. Oh yeah, 3 times I can put you on the ground even if you don't die this turn. Wait, you run away?! What card did you take? You took my god! You took my 3... I upgraded that card! I had Doom on you! I guess it triggered its thing, and by the time its turn had ended, it wasn't on screen anymore. How dare you? Oh, that's so mean. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, they take 9 damage. I'd love for that to be relevant, but, like, it's just not at the moment. God damn. Enemies with at least as much Doom as HP deal 50% less damage. So if they're going to die on that turn, they'll deal 50% less damage. That's nice. Really hoped the power here would be relevant to us. I'm going to take Pendulum. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, draw an additional card, because that happens constantly for us. Melancholy, and I just wait. We don't get more powerful as the fight goes on here. This is bad. About as well as we can do. Now I've got souls to help us. Alright, could have been worse. Droplet of Recognition, and I don't understand Undeath. 0 energy, gain 7 block, add a copy of this card into your discard pile. Like, eventually I'm very defensive, but then I lose, because I'm only drawing defend cards and the enemy kills me. Though that's just my initial assumption, so let's actually play it and see how it goes. Sadly, I can't really debuff here. I'll play Friendship. Spirit of Ash, Devour Life will seance through Ascender's Bane, turning that into Soul Blast. Draw into it. Draw past it. Alright. That's full defense, so now I can focus on offense. I don't like how far our soul preparation has gone now. Oh, remember when we had a card that gave us so much soul? Oh, how lovely that was. Undeath is my only card. Sorry, not Undeath. I'll play it. Unleash is my only card that does damage now. Oh, there you are. Do that against the frontliner, ideally. Yeah, 1, 2, defend. Got enough temp HP on Osty, courtesy of our souls. There you go. Could have gone worse. Rattle. Osty deals 7 damage, hits an additional time for each time Osty is hit this turn. Yeah, Osty doesn't really attack that much. I mean, all of these are just Osty attacks. I'm going to take Poke, because 0 costs in energy, and I generate so much draw with our souls. Maybe I can easily do that. Spirit of Ash, Wisp, Fear, Unleash, Scourge, yeah. Seance through Strike and play a Bodyguard. Devour Life, I'll Poke. I'll Undeath as well, that'll be relevant, I think. Soul draws Soul. Unleash gives an energy back, which I can use for Melancholy this turn. Full defense. Boop. Not a great turn, but as long as we don't take damage to our body, it could have been a lot worse. Seance through defend this time, as the undeaths are now kind of just defend plus 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 plus, no costs. I'm not going to tell you I'm thrilled about seeing 39 incoming damage. I will tell you, however, I'm pretty thrilled about the fact that we took no damage to it. Yeah, I don't want to play any of those undeaths. That's officially too much. I just need to stay alive now. That seems pretty alive to me. Choose your bracelet. Regular enemy combats and no longer encountering question mark rooms. I think Fortify is probably better than the stable serum there. If Ossie is alive, he deals 9 damage to all enemies and gains 9. And I gain 9 block, and then Ossie dies. Yeah. No, I want to keep Ostie's HP, please. Invoke. Next turn, summon 2 and gain 2 energy. I do like that, but maybe I take Calcify here, because it's just Ostie's attacks deal more damage, and Ostie's kind of doing the only attacks I do. I'm even going to just immediately upgrade that. Well, let's Scourge first. Yuck. I'll defend also, and I'll go so far as to full block using the Fortifier. Melancholy's pretty good right now. If we can get you down to just 1 exoskeleton, there's nothing really left to fear. Sculpting Strike, Bone Shards, and Defile. I think not. Akabeko. Start each combat with 8 additional Vigor. I am going to be running away from these elites here. Grave Warden wants an upgrade. Ooh, a second source of vulnerability, I think. Rather than the AoE, right? Well, I only have 1 AoE in the entire deck. But I'll go for the vulnerability still. Because as soon as I lower my strength, that AoE is a lot weaker. I'm going to Calcify and then Potion of Binding, so I don't have to squash before I start attacking. Don't have to. I might still do it, though. Woof. It's nice to actually full defend a turn there. Even get to stun the enemy frontliner as a result. Now I get 2 turns against you, so... should be kind of trivial to take you out. Danse Macabre. When you play a card that costs 2 or more, gain... block. Yeah, no, I don't have that. I'll take a second Scourge. Do I shop? No, I'll event. I'll event. Ooh, Droplet Precognition gives us an upgraded rare power. It's Neurosurge! Ooh, but Sentry mode. 1 energy at the start of your turn. Add a sweeping gaze into your hand. It's an ethereal card that causes Osty to attack. Okay. Okay. That binds together all of the things I do. I'll do that. Considering how much undeath there is in the second cycle of the deck, I do feel, I guess, probably a good idea. I'm also going to Powdered Demise the boss. Just because I don't really trust in my own damage in this fight. First thing I'll remove from the deck... Base Strike? Yeah, Base Strike. The other one at least has the Ascender's Bane at least has Ethereal on it, so it burns itself out. Woof. Rough turn. I feel like Spirit of Ash is going to be most of my defense, so I really do need to play it. I feel like Calcify is going to be most of my damage, so I really need to play it as well. Ugh. Ow. That was my body, friend. Alright, let's get Friendship and Grave Warden out. Soul draws into Sentry mode. Okay. Having played all of our powers in that first cycle, we got a lot stronger. We'll seance through a more expensive Frantic Escape. End the turn with 2 Frantic Escapes. It's fine for Osty to die again. If anything, that's just lowering the cost of my Melancholy. Sweeping Beam. Poke. Definitely time for Undeath in this cycle. Soul draws 4 cards here, including another Undeath. And I'm going to double Frantic Escape. Got him. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm so pleased that it felt like it was correct to do those in that order. Hang on, did I? Yeah, that was actually a permanent Sentry mode in the deck. Call of the Void. At the start of your turn, add a random card into your hand. It gains Ethereal. I like that, but I also like the idea of Osty just attacks twice, and we get 10 block at the start of the turn. 0 energy. Every 4 cards you play, draw a card. Can I be trusted to draw that many cards? Start of each turn, gain additional energy. Powers cost 1 more. Yeah, that sucks. Spirit of Ash, Calcify, Sentry mode. Yeah, can't play that. Whenever you kill an elite, upgrade 4 cards. There is a 3 elite path. There's 2 3 elite paths. Both of them have 1 midline rest. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, most of the important cards in this deck are already upgraded. I'm going to take Iron Club so that I'm not so screwed on turns that I don't draw all of the draw. And then I'll probably take a 2 elite, 2 rest. 2 elite, 2 rest, late shot. Must we? Oh, no, hang on. I'll use a fire potion that turn. I lose max HP if these things are allowed to hit me. Well, I'll be losing some more max HP, it turns out. Please stop doing that. That's where I keep my body. I mean, yeah, as long as I'm full defended this turn, no real reason to change anything. One, two. Iron Club, I was trying to set you to the right number, and then I screwed up. I'll take another 0-cost poke, even if it's unupgraded. I'm not allowed to reject. Face lethal repercussions? But you wouldn't just let me click a button that kills me. Surely it means you take a fight of some kind, right? Never mind, it straight up abandons the game. Alright, I'm a decider. Transform 2 cards. Probably better. Yeah, I got some bad cards in here. Eradicate and Countdown. Okay. I mean, neither of them is really going to change anything about how I do anything, so... 21 incoming damage this turn. Okay, as long as I full block. Spirit of Ash. Sweeping Poke. Oof. I will use Block Potion this turn, because that's too much damage, friend. Yeah, our second cycle is so strong. Our first cycle is... It's like a balloon being deflated, right? It's... 15 3 times? That'll do it. Yeah, Grey Warden upgraded, I think, is exactly the kind of card that really helps us here. In the first couple cycles, it's exactly the only card I want to draw. I'll play on Death, just because I'm worried about your big multi-attack in a couple turns' time. In 1 turn's time. Oh boy. I'll play Devour Life. Oh no. Yep. Just gotta combo all that damage. It's starting to get to the point that I think I probably have to dodge the elite in one space time rather than take an elite. That's about as disconcerting as it gets. That's a big lot of damage you appear to be trying to do to me, friend. Please stop. I'll be your friends. There's that big multi-attack I was worried about. On death. Days. There you go. After a full cycle, our deck is great. It's just we take way too much damage on that first cycle. Second friendship? I have set up the deck where I will just be able to use it. And also, a higher chance of drawing it early is really handy. Did I not add enough defense cards? I didn't add anywhere near enough defense cards to this deck. 1, 2... 3, 4. Okay, yeah, I see it. I see it. Don't worry. I really did sincerely think it was going to be a lot better than that. Okay. I'm getting additional energy. We've got the sweeping beam out. I'm getting even more additional energy. Got second Sentry mode out as well. We just sneakily lowered the cost of melancholy. And that's enough to full defend on the worst turn. Fetch. Undeath. Sweeping beam. Sweeping beam. Scourge. And one defend is already enough to full cover us, so I can bodyguard, unleash, and countdown. I don't need to still play out souls there. Finish him off with the Eradicate. Light Strike, Undeath. Screw it. I'm taking second copy of Undeath. Maybe that is the glue. Maybe in the first cycle I need to play 0 costs for my defense. In the second cycle, that's all I can do. I'm taking the Regal Pillow and I'm dodging the next elite. Yeah, I can remove this debt. Oh, okay. Immediately finding the relic. That's a lot better. Then I'll take that card. And one more potion, sure. Ooh, that's actually really good. Mazzel's Ritual, gain 1 ritual. That's a rare potion. And then Entropic Brew, fill your empty slots with potions. That's a rare potion. High five. Also deals 13 damage and applies 3 vulnerable to all enemies. Then while rests, gain a Gambler's... Well, I would have gained a Gambler's Brew. There's where I would have put one if I could. Candelabra. Let's remove the debt. I'm going to leave this store without taking anything. I'm going to dodge the next delete as well. Downgrade 2 random cards, upgrade 4. Or duplicate your deck, receive bad luck. I don't think yeah, I think that just makes it way more inconsistent. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. Wrong cards got upgraded. Soulstorm deals 9 damage. Deal additional damage for each soul in your discard pile. I'm going to get rid of the doubt. I'm going to take Soulstorm. And Spur. Retain, summon 3, Ossie heals 5, and then also the ability to give Weaken to an enemy. Here, I want additional Weaken on the enemy, or I want Sentry mode to be easily playable. I'm going to make Sentry mode much more easily playable. First turn, Mazalus Ritual, and then fill it out. Vicious Oil as well. Probably not Radiant Tincture, right? Grave Warden, Grave Warden. I mean, sure, I strengthened the boss a decent amount, but I got a lot stronger there too. Fetch. Hope. Sentry. Devour. I'm gonna gain additional energy this turn. Big Strike. End turn. High five. Sweeping Gaze. Eradicate. Undeath? Do I want a second Undeath kicking around in the next cycle? I think I might. Scourge gives me Spirit of Ash, so that I can gain additional defense from playing Sweeping. Oh, hell yeah, another Undeath just for playing enough cards. I'll also play Eradicate there just to gain the strength from Shuriken. Okay, yeah, that's all we needed to do, was set up. Now it's Squash, and Fetch, and Sweeping Gaze, Sweeping Gaze. All the while, we simply gain more and more power. No need to alter our draw pile at all here. Squash for vulnerability on turn 1's nice, but this isn't really a big damage turn on account of the whole intangibility of it all. I'll Eradicate to finish that card draw. Sorry, card draw, the Shuriken. Yeah, the Undeaths are getting a bit too much. We get to the point that it's not okay. Which means I can no longer play any of them. Otherwise, things get even worse. Oh, Soulstorm would be so good next time. I'll make sure to play it and then Bodyguard and then not Soul because I don't want to draw into it and not be able to play it. Because the enemy's intangible that turn, that is. There's Soulstorm. It's so underwhelming. Like, I guess Sweeping Gaze. If it was triggering off of Sweeping Gaze, it'd be incredible for us. Bodyguard, Unleash. And I'll high five you right at it. Actually, no. Soulstorm feels like the only appropriate way to finish it. Whoa! That's a Necrobinder run. I'm glad we finally got to do soul stuff, but this really doesn't feel like a payoff to a soul run. Maybe you need to be just generating way more souls than I was. Which, actually, how many soul generation cards did I have? Was it literally just Seance and Grave Wardens? It was. Okay, this is probably a lot better when you still have that other card that I lost that I can't remember. The one that triggers off of the one that gives you 3 souls, and then the Unleash Spirit as well for additional souls. All of those would be really good with this, not the sources that just give you 1 soul, scaling it exceptionally slowly. Also, just getting to actually use Sentry mode and a second Sentry mode, and then because it ties into both attacks, ethereal, and Osti, it works with a bunch of other stuff as well. I love when rares are kind of like capstone pieces for multiple different builds, or even bridge pieces between builds. I think it really extends the variety of playing that character a lot. 3 new relics. Golden Pearl. That's the first time I'd taken Golden Pearl. Wow. And the first time I'd taken Yummy Cookie. That one makes more sense to me. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game is Mean Slay the Spire 2. Top left is a series playlist for all of my content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below, streaming past, and the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Add a Bob Thanked, and a special thanks this episode to Tristan. Hopefully you all are enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.